because there are two things. There are the material, but what I say most of the time is what we do with the material, what we expect to do. The competencies that you get is the most important thing, because by experience, sometimes it's more difficult to find exactly the same equipment everywhere, you know, and sometimes it's expensive. You can find something more cheap and easily to do the same thing at the end. This means this is more important. This means we need to give you the description of all of the practical activities on the material that we use. But if you have all the material to do the same thing, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. That's the kind of thing that the architect is asking, to just have an idea.
Yeah.
And what do you think about any floor plans? I mean, you renovated your building, right? And you had two buildings, I believe.
Yeah.
Would any architectural plans from that help the architect here put together a building that could accommodate all this equipment?
Yes, I think there are different approaches that we can discuss. First, you have from the greenfield. This means in this case better to look all of the experience that we have to say, okay, but you saw, okay, to have the flexible things to make the connection and everything. This is the principle. I think most is the principle than the full design, because according with your space, with your height, and everything. This, yes, for the principle, we have some principle. But I show you also for the equipment, not let in the room, but better to change and to move like this. We save the space. In fact, now, but we look in France, the space is so expensive that we try to thinking every time how we can use at the optimization of the surface that we have. This means what is the hiding value for this space? This is the first one.
Yeah. And you know,
yeah,
yes. Go ahead, please.
Please.
No, it has nothing to do with space. Go ahead.
Okay, and after that is also how you can manage the space with the human resource that you have. Because if every time you have to move and you have nobody to do, sometimes better to let, sorry, but it depends also of your own organization. Is the reason you have to look with your local. We can give you the principle and some recommendation and advice. And after that, you have to look for your own existing and local, we can say, organization.
Yeah, because we have to hire people probably to manage some of these labs and organize things. Besides the academic people, there has to be some sort of space.
Yes, just to share something that we discussed yesterday, that for the LASALLE things maybe sometimes is interesting. We can say the experienced lecturer in the faculty say, sorry, but I need to do by myself some of the things because I put the finger in and I know how the things run. This means it's fine. Sorry, we have some Lebanese professor. He said, no, for me, I am professor. I not put the hand in this. I need to have the technician to prepare for me, and especially in the university. This means we are now not the fighting, but the misunderstanding between the LASALLE, sorry, existing style of running the school. We say every people should put their hand in the floor, and this is how you educate. And when we recruit now the professor from abroad, and they are not really involved and to understand, and I cannot blame. It's just because it's like that. In the university, you say, "Oh, I am professor." Sorry, this is not my job. It sometimes is true. Sorry, it's not the part to say yes or no, because the time that you spend for that, you not spend for the more adding value, like make the paper for the research or make some you can say class or something, because the time that you prepare. But in some, I think it's in the middle. Sorry, it's not fully to do on for these two options or two we can say scenarios.
Yes.
We have to find the right one.
And Brother Jack, I think one of the concerns that I would have in this discussion, this is a very fruitful one, but the question is that last year in France, if we have 20 students, how are we going to pay for that?
We got it.
All right, as long as you got it.
So you said you had principles that would guide the architects about how the lab should be flexible and all that. Is that some document that you gave your architects?
I have to look for the last renovation, but let me look if we have writing something as the principle, because each building have its own, we can say, history on everything. This means I think we adjust every time for each building. Let me check. But maybe what we can do, we have one architect on one. We can, I don't know in English, I know architect of maîtrise d'ouvrage. I don't know how we say in English. Okay, is one the guy who make whole of the planification, make everything to try to do something. This means in this case maybe to have the meeting with your whole architect and maybe just to discuss together in order to understand how they did, because they have a lot of experience for the school on how we can, yes, maybe to share. Okay.
And the last thing I had on my list. Understand what the memorandum of might look like.
Sorry, Caroline said to you the template. She sent forward to you the template.